Engines are just so ignorant. Like, he played 92% and it was like, nah, 600 points lower than what you're capable of. Dude.
Howdy, y'all! Howdy, y'all, welcome back. This is Kato Chess. Look how crystal clear I look. I found out I can use my phone as a camera. Isn't that amazing? I played Benjamin Bok, believe it or not. For those of you that don't know who he is a Grandmaster, and he occasionally fills in for Hikaru whenever Hikaru is playing a tournament and needs someone to commentate for him, and I don't know, he does a bunch of stuff. Anyways, he's a cool guy. So I got to play him in a game. It was a blitz game. We've played a couple games now, and of course I got destroyed, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys how I played at the very end. My game review, shockingly good. Maybe that's what I'll make the title. Shockingly good game against GM. 1500 play shocking game against GM, something like that. All right, let me not be too redundant. It opens with D4. This is like my Caro-Kann kryptonite, because I'm a Caro-Kann player and we don't like to play against D4, but also we're Caro-Kann players, so we don't play anything else. Is what it is. Anyway, so he goes for a little London system, and it kind of looks like I'm doing like a reverse Caro London kind of thing. Just keep in mind, he was streaming while doing this and trying to solve technical errors with his computer, and I'm like giving it every brain cell I have. So this is the one break that I'm worried about, the C4 push. This is where my anxiety levels go to an all-new high, even though it's basically dead even. I develop a knight. He develops his knight. Now I bring my bishop out. I figure if we could trade bishops, it's kind of like in the style of Caro-Kann to trade the bishops here. Still pretty even. He doesn't oblige, and actually this is a poor move by him, and I go back. A lot of times you'll see like a repetition here, but he plays the second move that screws me up in these positions. It's this queen b3 move. The best move is not what I play, but it's a move. Just get the queens off the board, but damaged by pawn structure. He's a GM, so of course he doesn't trade. I trade, which is actually quite a bad move. I guess maybe I should have dropped my queen back. I don't know, we'll figure it out later. He takes and damages his own pawn structure. Now this move that I played is h6. I think I should have played this like a couple moves ago. I feel like I'm a day late and a dollar short at this move, but nonetheless, it's only a slight advantage to white here. He drops the bishop back now, and I castle. Now he's starting to gain a ton of space over on our dear friend of the queen side of the board. So this is how he smokes me every single time I've played against him and had the opportunity to play the Caro-Kann against him. Because what happens is this break is really nice, and I can't really advance this pawn. So I end up becoming in a world of hurt, because this pawn is super weak. I bring the rook to the center of the board. I feel like all of this looks good. I bring my knight to the center of the board. I feel like this looks good. Like, this is just normal stuff here. He goes back with his knight, which isn't particularly a great move. Not a move to write home about, but again, he's trying to stream. This is where it all goes, or he's trying to stream and fix his computer. Yeah. This is where it all starts to go wrong for me. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I decided to undouble his pawns for him and give up my strongest piece. I just had I don't know, a mental breakdown. I took 5 seconds and played this move. Undoubled his pawns? Gave away my strongest piece. Good for me. So now, what do I do next? Well, I don't lose the pawn. That's what I do next. Bring in the other knight! Let's do the same thing. This knight literally attacks nothing and is just begging to get kicked. There you have it. This move is like, I feel like this move is that of which a move that like 400 rated player plays. Like, oh, my knight could get in, and then it's just going to die positionally. No bueno. Now this is looking really bad for me. I really wish this move was possible. I don't know if it was. Probably not. So now I do the same thing with my bishop, bringing it into places that it doesn't belong. The knight comes back and attacks my rook. And I hang a rook. This is feeling real familiar to other games I've played against Benjamin. Like, when you see these guys playing in Title Tuesday against Hikaru, like, they're just unbelievably strong. And they make it look so easy. So now, this is something that GMs do. Like I call it like a slow cleanup. Like if I was playing someone, 1800, it just, they would clean up, but they're using a broom instead of a mop. The GMs use a mop. A steam cleaner, if you will. Now my bishop is kind of getting trapped. So I decided to make like a break in the almost center of the board, which is absolutely nothing. And I think that this is a really beautiful move, in my opinion, because if I take, then we go straight to uh-oh town. And if I don't take, I'm just going to lose my own bishop. So if I try, I guess I could have defended it with a rook, maybe. Maybe that's what I should have done. Anyway, I decided to play this. Some bishop f6. And now I just start to throw pawns at him. I guess my thought was if I shove enough pawns down his throat, maybe he'll like me a little more. Pause. And then I just proceed to get blown off the board. I think here I resign. Yeah, right there I resign. I mean, I have 16 seconds left. He's used half of his time. He's an absolute genius at the game. And if you've never had the chance to play him, I highly recommend checking out Bok's stream. Sometimes he challenges viewers. It's quite fun to see, to get humbled, to say the least. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you a lot.
Yeah, so I'm stupid. At the beginning of the video, I was going to say how well I did against him. I played 83.7%, which is crazy. I played like a 2150. And Benjamin played 500 to 600 points lower than his rating, according to the engine, but played a 92%. Like, what the fuck? Engines are just so ignorant. Like, he played 92% and it was like, nah, 600 points lower than what you're capable of. Like, dude.